Hello from Topeka. I'm Marley Carpenter, your KSCPA lobbyist. Last week was the last full week for non-exempt committees to complete their work for the first half of the legislative session. The legislature worked a full day on Friday to make up for Wednesday's snow day. Monday marks the last official day for non-exempt committees to meet before turnaround. Legislators will be on the floor working towards turnaround deadline from Tuesday to Thursday. All non-exempt bills that have passed out of their House of Origin by the turnaround deadline can advance, but those that have not passed out are dead for the year unless they're blessed by leadership. Leadership has stated that they are not planning on blessing as many bills as in the past, so if a bill does not come out of committee on Monday, it is likely to not be considered unless it is an exempt committee. Lawmakers will then have a 4-day weekend and return to the start of the second half of the session on Tuesday, February 25th. Governor Laura Kelly on Tuesday vetoed her first piece of legislation for the 2025 session. Senate Bill 63, the Help Not Harm Act, would ban gender-affirming care for medical care for transgendered youth in Kansas. This marks Kelly's third veto of similar legislation, and Republican leadership announced their intention to override this veto. The House Tax Committee heard their constitutional amendment that deals with property taxes. HCR 5011, which is a proposed constitutional amendment that would value residential property at the lesser of fair market value or the average of fair market value. The Senate last week passed their version of the property tax constitutional amendment that would cap annual property valuations at 3%. The House has said it will not consider the Senate version and is working on their own bill. A bill backed by the American for Prosperity would sunset most occupational licensure requirements every 5 years unless it is renewed by the legislature. This bill did face scrutiny in the hearing, but was passed by the Senate Commerce Committee last week. The bill was also blessed by leadership, making it an exempt bill from legislative deadlines. This will give stakeholders and legislators additional time to make potential changes to the bill. Finally, this week, we worked on an amendment that was offered to Senate Bill 129. This bill would update the state banking code. The Kansas Bankers Association discussed their amendment, which would allow attorneys to certify director examinations. The amendment would also require CPAs to register with the Office of the State Banking Commissioner to certify these examinations. We did work with the committee in the KBA, and they did not offer their amendment on the Senate side. We will continue to work with them and let you know if they do offer this amendment on the House side. We'll continue to monitor these issues as well as many others. If you have any questions, please contact myself or Danielle at the KSCPA office. Thanks so much and have a great week.